Super evening, superstars. I heartily welcome each one of you to another family meeting. So it's a beautiful Thursday evening, and I'm coming live from actually a resort in Coorg. So I have been having a wonderful week throughout. So how has your week been? Please type in the chat box. How is your week going with respect to filmmaking? So I have been conducting workshops from the resort. I actually started resumed my Kannada YouTube channel where I used to teach law of attraction to people this week. So I resumed the work with that. And of course, acting workshop work is going on. So this vacation kind of is giving me a chance to master NLP because, like I told you, I'm trying to integrate neuro-linguistic programming with our acting workshop so that it becomes super powerful as a course. So I have been working on so many things from here. How has your week been going? Put it in the chat box. So what is this family meeting? Like I told you, once again, I'll tell you every Thursdays, the entire community, people who have attended our weekend workshops, 3-hour workshops, 2-week intensives, 5-day workshops, silver community, gold community, our cine superstars community, we all have one common meeting where we can all join. And even if you don't join, the recordings will be available on YouTube, so you can watch it anytime. But this particular meeting is a way for all of us to connect at least once in a week so that we don't lose the momentum that we have developed in whichever journey we spent time with my team, me personally, and the team. So the thing is, every time we speak about cinema, every time we get connected to cinema, we develop a certain kind of momentum. And momentum is like Bluetooth connectivity. If you once get too away from it, once take a long break, it's very difficult to get back. So this meeting is a way to keep you connected. So everyone, make sure you set an alarm every Thursdays morning. You can set an alarm so that you actually get reminded that today is the meeting, and then you can have an alarm probably at 8 p.m. so that you can prepare yourself for 15 minutes and attend the meeting. Type 100% if this is clear, guys. Alarms are very important. It will help you when you are busy with so many things and get distracted. Alarm can make sure it does the job of reminding you. So please do that. Awesome. So the topic for today, actually, I wanted to speak about this topic for the last 2 weeks, but because of various reasons, I couldn't talk about it. This topic, I'll just show you one reel from where I got motivated to speak about this topic. So just give me a second. Let me share my screen. So there'll be some background noise. Please don't mind. I'm joining from a resort, so there'll be some noise here and there. So just give me a second. Let me share my screen. Are you all able to see my screen? Type LC in the chat box if you're able to see my screen, guys. So we as a community, our Cine Superstars, we are creating reels. This is actually our way of starting with a web series soon. So we are planning to start with a web series from across the country together very soon. So for that, as a first step, we are practicing by creating reels. So I'll play one reel, which we shot recently with people contributing from different parts of the country. So this is the reel. I'll just play it, have a look, and then we'll talk about why. Okay, I'll complete what I was saying. I'll just show this reel, and then I'll tell you what is the important thing I wanted to talk about today. So let me refresh and play it from the beginning. Have a look.
Kissy face, sent to your phone, but I'm trying to kiss your lips for real. Red hearts, that's what I'm on, yeah. Come give me something I can feel. Don't you want me like I want you, baby? Don't you need me like I need you now? See tomorrow, but tonight go crazy. All you gotta do is just meet me at the
Awesome. How's the reel, everyone? Give me one word in the chat box. Did you understand the reel? Give me one word in the chat box. Let's see if you understood the reel. Everyone. John says Kangua. Okay. Give me one word in the chat box. Did you understand the reel? How was the reel? Did you understand the concept behind the reel? So, how we create reels, how Cine Superstar Club creates content. Every content is revolving around the art form of cinema. So, every content is designed to talk about one aspect of cinema in a funny way. So, when I saw this reel, of course, I'm not doing it. Like participants are shooting it, participants are editing it. So, it's done by the community. So when I saw it, I initially felt we have to remove one character from the reel to have that punch impact. But then, my intern who was editing it, Aman, he was thinking about removing it because people have shot the video from different parts and sent it, and he has taken a lot of effort in coordinating with them, asking them to shoot the content and then getting the content and editing it together, putting it together. So now he was feeling a bit bad for removing that video. That's when I felt motivated to talk about this particular concept again and again. How many of you here aspire to become superstars one day? Type yes, yes in the chat box. Superstar. Yes, yes in the chat box. Yes, yes, not yes, 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 superstar. Remember this, whenever you're aspiring to become an actor and are entering cinema, in the initial days, I have I always have this habit of listening to so many superstar origin stories. How did they start their journey? Where did they start from? How did their initial days work out, and how they came all the way till this point? And many times I hear stories where they would have done a great job at acting in a particular scene, or this is mainly with respect to their initial films. So one of my favorite stories is Dr. Rajkumar, who is like the iconic star of Kannada film industry. So in the first role that he ever did, he in Indian mythology there is this concept of Sapta Rishis. So he was one of the rishis. He was one of the rishis. So they had applied all that beard, hair, wig, everything. I'm talking about 1950s or 40s or maybe 50s, that era. So he was one of the Saptarishis. He had acted in that particular scene. And that time, digital and all was not there. So he invited all his family members, distant relatives, everyone to come to the theaters, wherever nearby theaters. That time, it was not in the villages, only in the cities. So he invited all of them to come watch the film, and finally realized that whatever he had done, the entire thing was cut from the film. It was completely removed from the film. So this is not just with Dr. Rajkumar. Many people have experienced this. So this is a very common thing in cinema, where when you are doing small roles, your role might get cut off. It's not that the director doesn't like you. It's not that the editor doesn't like you. It's just that whenever you're working in a film, the film is much bigger than any one of us. The film or the final product that we are going to design, put together in the editing table, is much bigger than any one of us. The story has to be smooth. The story has to be short and simple. In that process, we might feel that this particular scene itself is not needed. This particular actor is not needed. This particular expression is not needed. So you might have put a lot of effort to come up with that particular character, or to actually practice for that character, or on the day of the shoot to perform that character, you have stayed back and did that particular shot and then left. So there might be a lot of behind the scene drama that might have happened for creating that particular shot. But when it comes to the editing table, the decision should not be emotional. It has to be logical. It has to be from the perspective of film. So this is good for the film. It might not be good for you, but this is good for the film. And at the end of the day, the film has to win if you have to succeed. So as an actor, If you are aspiring to become a superstar, you have to learn becoming okay with this. So I wanted to tell my cine superstars this, but then I thought I'll share it in the family meeting so that everyone has this attitude. If you want to become a superstar in the longer run, small things like this you should not mind. Your job is only to give your best performance when the camera is rolling, and once it is done, if your a particular shot or performance appears in the film, great, yay. But if it doesn't appear, we call it time for double happiness. It will lead to something bigger. The director might feel guilty if you have done really well, and he might call you for the next film and give you a bigger role. So it might lead to so many amazing things which we never know, but become okay with this. This is point number one. Can everyone type one? I wanted to tell this to my superstars because next time when someone puts a lot of effort and shoots a video and send it, we might delete it. We might, if I don't like it in my reel, I'll remove it. This is not just for reel. I'm taking the example of a reel because that's where I thought of sharing this. But this happens in the short films. This happens in bigger films. Recently, I was telling my Cine Superstars Club community in the meeting. There is this amazing film which gave a big break for Rajinikanth recently, which became a super duper hit. In that film, they have released a 3-part documentary on Sun Next. If you understand Tamil, great, watch it. If you don't understand Tamil, also, I think it has subtitles, so please watch it. So there, they have done something very amazing. They have created a inception kind of setup, rotating setup for one of the fight action sequences, and they have shot a lot of very interesting shots for one particular sequence. But then the editor has completely removed it from the film. It's not just the actor's performance or the actor's effort. It's producers hard-earned money. So much of money would have gotten invested into creating those physical sets and all, but the editor says that shot was not working there. The set of shots that they shot to create that particular effect, that was not working in the film. So they removed the entire thing. So the art director, the producer's money, and the director, the stunt choreographer, so many people would have put effort into that particular scene. But the editor decided it's not working for the film, and they cut it off. So this is how cinemas work. So as a star, as an aspiring star, as an aspiring superstar, you have to understand this attitude. Tomorrow, when I'm talking about the beginning formative years of the star. But once you become a superstar, another kind of game comes in, the ego game. I am a star. How can you cut this particular thing, this particular thing? Again, that also is dangerous. Let the editor do his job. You do a great performance, and then you surrender to the director, surrender to the editor. If you this is a common sense thing also. As you keep working in cinema, you will come to a stage where you might be able to gauge certain things, so you can share your suggestions, but never overpower the director when you become a star. Never become the director when there is an actual director in the film. Be ready to there also humbly surrender to the director and the editor, because at the end of the day, director is the captain of the ship, not the star. You can get involved in all the other logistical things, but when it comes to storytelling, let the director and the editor do their jobs. So it's not a heartbreak per se if you have this superstar attitude, but if you don't have this attitude, ayyo, how did Vihan delete my role? Am I such a bad actor? What is wrong with my performance? People go into this spiral, and also there is a ego game. How can Vihan delete this? I have put in so much of effort. I am a working professional taking so much of time to do this. It's not about any of those things. It's just that the scene is not working. Type 100% if this is clear, guys. So this is something which can lead to heartbreak, irritation, and all if you don't understand this. Now I have cleared it for you. So remember, if you understand this, this is the superstar attitude I'm talking about. Look at the bigger game. Look at the bigger game. All big actors have done small roles here and there, where most of their roles might have gotten cut, but they kept on moving forward. They didn't get stuck in that irritation or self-doubting mode, and that's why they are stars today. Point number one. So what is the second point? What is the second point to make sure that you take this journey with a lot of grace? Take this superstar journey with a lot of fun. Take this superstar journey with a lot of happiness. It is, can you all type BS? BS in the chat box. Learn to BS. So when I say BS, I know what automatically triggers in most of your minds. I'm not talking about that. Here, when I say BS, be shameless. Be shameless. Become shameless, or you can even call it become shameless. The bigger the star you are, the more big you become as a superstar, the more number of people will criticize you, will comment about you, will talk about negative about you, your acting, sometimes your family, sometimes so many other things that you love and care about. But this is part of the game. So if you remember the FIE activity that I made you do in the 3-hour workshop, I have spoken about this. This is part of the game because you are now a family member. You become a brother to a lot of guys and a lot of girls. You become a what is that dream for so many girls, young girls. You become a son to so many mothers. So all these are the positives of becoming an actor and connecting to so many people. All these are positives of becoming a superstar and connecting to the people. But at the same time, when people don't like your action, like how a mother criticizes her son, sometimes it will be valid, sometimes you will feel it's not valid, but a mother will always criticize a son because she has seen him from a young kid, so she looks at him as a kid and she does that out of habit or whatever. Type A if you agree, guys. Do we get angry? Do we get angry every time our mother criticizes us or the sister criticizes us? Many times we are okay with it. At least people who have amazing relationships, they understand this is part of the game of being in a relationship. Similarly, when you become a superstar, the entire world is your family. The entire world, when they become your fans, they have the right to talk about you, talk ill about you, get angry with you. When you make a bad film, they have every right to scold you, talk negative about you. Sometimes your family. That's just that people being people. But that should not let you go into depression or heartbreak. If that is your attitude, you will never succeed in cinema. Even if you get an opportunity here and there in cinema, you will never become a superstar. How many of you agree 100% that the biggest superstars are the ones who most number of people talk bad things about? Type 100% in the chat box. It can be Shah Rukh Khan, it can be Amir Khan. One slip of tongue that these people can do will become the biggest thing in the country, and it can go on for months. I know of all these cons you might have observed. So many things have happened with them. Sometimes deals are totally taken away from them. People kind of go and like spam them, troll them. All kinds of things happen on social media, but that's part of the game. There is nothing to feel bad about it. You can respond to it very gracefully. You can write an apology letter, or you can write your point of view. All those things are okay, but do it with a lot of love, because there are so many positives attached to the job. You are getting sisters, mothers, friends, fans, family. So those are the positives. So if you get into this negative spiral, oh, so many people are talking ill about me. There is so much of troll going on internet. One of the inspirations I have personally for this is Alia Bhatt. I don't know how many of you remember this, because it's very recent, not so old. When Alia Bhatt initially came in and she did one episode with Coffee with Karan or something, where her general knowledge was became a huge thing, and so many people trolled her and everything. How many of you remember that? Type R in the chat box or give me a thumbs up. She was trolled left and right when she came on Coffee with Karan, and she did some silly mistakes and all. But then she turned out to be one of the most brightest actors of our generation. And if you remember, she took it with such a grace. When she got trolled, she didn't respond with any kind of bitterness. Instead, what she did, she trolled herself. She made a funny video out of it, and she responded with a lot of grace. Yes, I am stupid, I am young, I am naive. So it's just natural that I don't know much about it. I'm an actress, I'm a star. It's not that I'm a general knowledge student or something. She did a very beautiful video. I still remember. And then that attitude, that is what the superstar attitude is. She became one of the most inspiring actresses of our generation. So she has done such amazing work over a small, very small period of time. And today, even today, she is shining like a very powerful star in Bollywood. So remember this, all the other things apart, just look at the talent. So remember this, these two things, if you understand clearly and if you become very much okay with it, you will have a long way to go happily. I have told you always, whatever it takes, you should be ready to do happily. So if happiness is your goal, always remember these 2 points. Every time your role gets cut, what you are going to say? I am a superstar. Because all superstars have these stories. So if you have one, tomorrow you can also talk about it in big stages. Tomorrow you can also talk about in very powerful moments of your life. You can say this to people that my role was also cut at one point of time. These stories will become very funny as you keep growing. These stories will become very inspiring as you keep growing. How many of you agree? Every problem, every challenge that you are undergoing now, once you become a superstar, these same stories will become the most inspiring things on internet. So remember, when every time something like this happens which you don't want, tell yourself, I am a superstar, and this is part of the superstar game. So there are so many other things also I can talk about, but for today, let's keep these 2 points. Why I wanted to specifically talk about this was, from now on, we are going to do a lot of reels as a community. The Cine Superstars Club, we come together and create reels. So when a lot of people send videos, we might cut it, we might troll them, we might make troll videos out of those reels, reel videos they will send. All those things I tell my superstars, because they are superstars. Superstars have to be okay with it. Unless you are okay to troll yourself. The biggest example for that is superstar Rajinikanth. Look at how gracefully he makes fun of himself. And he is one of the most appreciated stars for his honesty, for his attitude. And he's my biggest inspiration. When such a big star can make fun of himself like that, who are we and you? So we should be learning from those qualities and growing like a star. So that is the end goal. So I tell my community, we will troll you. We will make fun reels out of you. We will not, I just recently told them, we will not waste it. We'll make some kind of funny reels out of it. So be okay with it. Why? Because the end goal is we are here to entertain audience. It can be funny entertainment. It can be serious entertainment. Whatever it is, entertainment is entertainment. So as long as we are becoming famous with people, I always follow this mantra. Any kind of publicity is okay, whether it's positive publicity or negative publicity. Publicity is publicity. And initially, as upcoming actors, marketing is very important for us. Publicity is very important for us. So I'm 100% okay with people loving me sometimes, people hating me sometimes, people trolling me sometimes, because I'm here to become a superstar. I am a superstar already. Type 200% if these 2 points are clear, guys. So that's all I wanted to share for today. Thank you everyone for listening. So now let's quickly go into the breakout rooms, network, talk to each other, connect with each other for a very quick duration. We are already at 8:44, so I'll give you time till 8:50, 6 minutes. So talk to each other, communicate with each other, connect with each other. So we have exciting things happening in the community. Yesterday, actually, okay, let me not talk too much. We'll lose the time. So next time I'll share more info. So I'm just opening the breakout rooms. Just give me a second. Yeah, I'm opening just 2 breakout rooms. Connect with people, talk to people, say a hi. This is just to keep the momentum going. I'm only giving you 6 minutes. Okay. So opening the rooms, guys, please go ahead and come back in 6 minutes, 6 to 7 minutes. Awesome. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you all had a great discussion in the breakout room. Give me one word in the chat box. How was the discussion? Was it helpful? So this is just a quick connect hi bye discussion, because I know it's a small meeting. So make sure, please stay connected, guys. I'm telling you, we have the biggest opportunity ever in the country for you to pursue cinema, which is not just learn cinema with us, but work in a feature film with us. But still, everyone have their own time. When the student is ready, the teacher appears, they say. So I want you to get ready. Until you get ready to come and become part of the Cine Superstars Club, where the actual fun is, till that point, don't lose the momentum. Because at least even if you're taking one step at a time, you will be getting closer to your destiny, your goal. But if you are totally in the opposite direction, then it will take more time. So being in this meeting, connecting with people is a very amazing way, effective way to stay connected. And very soon, somehow, universe will say tatastu. I recently told my 2-week intensive participants, 30 days, you just get up, desire being part of the Cine Superstars Club community, dream of, visualize, not dream of, visualize how you are discussing a lot of, today morning also we discussed 3 Idiots cinematography with our community. So visualize having very powerful discussions about various aspects of filmmaking with the community, and every discussion you're growing and learning. So once you start visualizing that for 30 days, suddenly, without your effort, without even understanding how things happen, how quickly things happen, you will be in the meeting, you will be in the club. See, I right now I'm in Coorg. When I started my week, I didn't know what I was with a different idea altogether for this week. I didn't know that I'd be on a vacation, but suddenly things happened, and from Monday onwards, I have been in this resort for almost 4-5 days now. I'm having fun. This is a friend's resort, my sister's friends basically. So it's all happened so accidentally, and now I'm in the nature's lap, and it's I have been in my affirmations. I have been telling that I want to get a pet elephant as a pet. I want to sponsor one elephant, and I want this elephant. I have I've even named my elephant, and I have been visualizing. This is part of my law of attraction practice. I saw how they are eating. I saw how they are taking bath. I got to spend really close time. It's not like a zoo experience. This was like a camp, Dubare elephant camp in Coorg. So it was so surreal. I was like, how beautiful this universe is. How closely I was able to look at these elephants. I was like able to stand while they are walking next to me and take videos and all. So universe truly listens. All you have to do is ask. So please make sure you manifest Cine Superstars Club community for yourself, because that's where we are in the business of preparing superstars. We are making superstars. So until then, stay connected with this community. So keep learning cinema, keep growing as superstars. Can you all type awesome if today's session was awesome, guys, or whatever adjective you want to use it in the chat box. So next Thursday, again, let's catch up for the family meeting. And tomorrow we have a superstar interview. Our latest filmmaker Shagufta's interview is going to happen tomorrow. And also Kannada people, I have started my law of attraction videos again in Kannada, Orange Kannadaka YouTube channel. So where I talk about my understanding. I told you I spent recently 4 lakhs to learn these skills. And now I want to talk about law of attraction again in Kannada with all the Kannadigas. So I have resumed those videos. So any Kannada people, you can watch the videos, understand from them, share it with people. So that's it from my end. Let's catch up again next week for the high energy session, because that's where the fun is, that's where the growth is. Okay, awesome. Thank you everyone for joining. Let's catch up next week. This is Vihan signing.